When we manage the small things, big things happen. This is not micromanagement. In fact, most of the leaders that I work with, they actually want to give their team freedom, but they're afraid of actually creating a culture of micromanagement. Micromanagement happens when you try to control behaviors without having clear constructs and frameworks to be able to actually have sustainable behaviors. You're not a bad person because you want to have things a certain way. You are just operating in very unclear ways at macro levels that have micro implications. So here's the thing is that if you can't define it, it doesn't exist. One of my leaders that I used to work for, he would tell me on a consistent basis, if it isn't in writing, it doesn't exist. And I couldn't agree with that statement anymore. I will tell you this, is that systems do not fix everything, but they are necessary to take something from being good to being something great. So what is good? Can we define it? And can we create it? Now, in a personal way, you've heard me talk about this before, is that the things that we hear end up being the things that we think about, and the things that we think about end up influencing the way that we feel, right? And then the way that we feel determines the way that we behave. It is the exact same thing when it comes to your business, your organization, your church, your leadership team, whatever that you are involved in. So getting in front of yourself personally, controlling the noise that's actually coming into your life determines some of the feelings and behaviors that manifest itself. It's the exact same way when it comes to your business, organization, or church. So whatever the need is, whatever the noise is, whatever the thing that's happening in your community or in your market space that actually presents itself as a need, what is your mission, and does it actually reflect the need in the community or the need in the market space? And then when it comes to your mission, does your vision reflect up to your mission? And when it comes to your vision, do you have values that actually support your vision? And then when it comes to your values, do you have behaviors that are actually a reflection of your values? Are you behaving a certain way that reflects the value construct of what you've created? And then the language that you speak. Does the language reflect the behaviors that reflect the values, that reflect the vision, that reflect your mission? And does that mission meet the need of your community? You see, when we manage the small things, big things happen. And we end up creating cultures of micromanagement when we don't have the constructs to be able to support sustainable behaviors. I would love to be able to talk with you a little bit more about how you can reverse engineer some of your big ideas and make them into big opportunities. So reach out to me. I would love to chat. Thanks for tuning in today.